Hey everyone, my name is Garnitrex, and on the couch I have the speaker who ran Nefarious earlier today. Today I'm going to be running Castlevania Circle of the Moon. It's a real pleasure to be here. Real pleasure to be working with Dreamhack Dallas and One Up on Cancer. What's the final total for the bid war?
All right, so fighter versus magician. Let's see. Hey, Tallman just donated $5, and he says, "Big Bone! Good luck on the run. When you get back, DDR at my place to celebrate."
Ooh, I like that.
So I'm guessing that's magician, and it is by $4 at the very last minute. That's an epic snipe if I've ever seen one. And yes, yes to the Big Bone.
Big Bone!
Big Bone! Let's do this.
Okay, magician it is then.
And I'll let you explain what Big Bone is to all the people confused and wondering why I'm yelling Big Bone in the microphone at a gaming convention.
You know, it'll happen when it happens, and when it happens, I think that's when the right time will be.
Yeah, it'll be magical.
You know, I think everybody will be excited.
I'm like, seriously, just watch, just wait for it. It's worth it. I'm glad Magician won. That's all I'm gonna say. So
I think most people here are.
Oh yeah. So without further ado, it's all yours. Take it away.
Okay, well, I'll just explain it real quick before I get started.
Yep.
I'll stumble over myself if I try doing it during the run. But Magician mode, basically when you beat the game for the very first time, you unlock a password that allows you to start off with all of the spells in the game, and you start off with an increased magic, increased MP as well to use them all. But the trade-off to that is you get like half strength, half health, and half defense too, so you take a significant amount of damage. And it just makes the game a lot more harder in a lot of ways. But that's really about it. I'll give you a countdown from 5, if you're ready. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So Castlevania Circle of the Moon, a release title on the Game Boy Advance, is one of my personal favorites. Y'all are lucky that you get to see Magician mode, and honestly, this is the second time too, because Darrenville, the current record holder for this route, got to run this category at SGDQ. It was also a bid war then as well. I think y'all really like this one. But as I mentioned before, you start off with a significant decrease in your defense and HP, but you start off with all the spells, and a lot of them are extremely broken. The very first one I'm going to use is Complete Invincibility, so that will let me just fly through some places really fast. Oh, okay. That's never happened before.
Starting off strong.
You know.
I think I'm gonna start this never happened before jar, and every time someone says it, like you put $20 in donations.
Are we up to 3 or 4 of those now?
Well, it's not gonna be retroactive because otherwise a lot of people would be like hating their lives right now.
So first off, I've never had any experience with this Castlevania game, and I immediately see something interesting going on here. How are you exactly doing that?
So by sliding, I can slide by holding down and then tapping the jump button. And that allows us to move a little quickly until we get the dash boots here, which allows us to basically run at twice the speed. And I'm also using a spell, which increases my speed by 2 times. However, only while I'm on the ground. If I am in the air, that speed is neutralized to what it normally should be, I guess to prevent some sequence breaks and things like that as well.
So you're quite literally a turbo runner right now.
I am so fast, dude. You'll see that I'm running straight into some enemies, and we're going to be face-tanking a lot of enemies, actually, and that's because it's a lot faster than jumping over them. And by a lot, I mean only a little bit, but it's definitely really cool. And you'll just, oh man, I'm going to be living life on the edge in this run.
I mean, plowing face first through every enemy is honestly a lot cooler looking than jumping over them.
I have to agree. Hi, Cerberus. Bye, Cerberus.
What? What?
That's another theme for this run. The bosses really don't stand much of a chance in this category.
I didn't even get to see that boss.
What boss?
Exactly, I guess. That one that just faded out from existence before I even got to look at it.
The trade-off, so like between Magician and Fighter mode, Magician has far more fascinating and harder movement to accomplish, whereas like Fighter mode has much more engaging boss fights.
Which is to say they have boss fights.
That would be the case, yeah. Now, I think somebody mentioned a bone earlier on. I'm not. My memory's a little fuzzy, but before we get to that part, at the beginning, we kind of fell down this hole, and I'm a little salty about that. I kind of want to meet that guy that threw me down that hole real quick. Let's see if we can do that. Hello. Oh. Come on. There we go. If you're familiar with some NES Mega Man games, you'll be very familiar with zips, and like Soten has a lot of zips and things like that, and well, we just do it too. Please, in the chat, I need your big bones. Also,
there it is.
oh hey, that's really good
big
RNG.
bone.
Also, for every level up, I would love the chat to type in level up in this part right here. But the basics of this one is if we use a summon DSS combination, a spell, which uses like some fighter game inputs as well, on the same frame that I transition on a horizontal loading trigger, it shoots you to the top of the room. I don't understand the specifics of it. I'm not a scientist. I just like to do it.
I don't know. It's Greek to me. But is it still? It's still going.
It's still going?
So I'm still catching up. Did you just walk up and casually smack Dracula in the face with bones?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you just boned him.
Just boned him real good.
Big boned him.
Big bone.
Big bone.
Big bone.
All right, I'm going to do this trick here. Nice. So this is the cutscene displacement. If I enter the loading zone, loading trigger one frame, or the same frame, it'll activate in the next room. But what I failed to mention was that if I was one frame too early, I can't finish the game.
So wait, that was frame perfect?
That was frame perfect, and it saves 4 seconds. And if you're too early, the game's done. You can't beat it.
Marathon strats, right?
Yeah, no problem.
That's
All
like,
good.
I'm terrified now that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I know that you got it, but maybe warn me first.
No, that's okay. Something, I'm going to be going into the machine tower or the clock tower, as other Castlevania games would put it. And a theme for these areas is that we're going to enter them from the back entrance. Normally we leave the area from this place, but because of warping and other glitches, we can really just speed up the process. Oh, I'm going to wait. I don't want to die.
Oh, finally you show fear, and it's to an enemy, not almost soft-locking the game.
You know, you got to know your limits. A big challenge of this run and doing it very quickly is knowing the patterns and oh, I died anyway.
Oh.
Knowing the patterns and just how quickly you can go through a room, and like when you mess up, where you can go from there. That's not really a big deal. I have some backup saves. I think this one's the one. This is not the one. Y'all are gonna have to forgive me. I'm starting over. I have to start over on that.
All right, we ready for another big bone then?
Oh man, am I ready? I thought I had the right save, but I must have gone too far on them.
I gotta see what chat is saying at this point. There's gotta be plenty of big bones left over in chat still.
Well, lucky for them, they get to see it again.
Hey, yeah, lucky for us.
Yeah, as I was mentioning, that's kind of the inherent risk of running Magician mode, where you are face tanking a lot of things. If you don't get the cycles to line up just right, sometimes you can just ruin yourself.
Yeah, as I realize you're not stopping to actually save in those save rooms. You're just running through for the health refill.
Mostly, yeah.
And the invincible breakdancing.
The invincible breakdancing.
I mean, I've never played this game or figured out what that actually is, but that's what that looks like to me. He's just busting a move over and over.
That's probably as accurate as it could be. So we've seen the catacombs once before already. It hasn't really changed much. Just running on through them. Maybe we'll get to see the boss of this area this time.
I'm not holding out too much hope on that. After the first time, like, anything could happen, and anything, by that I mean, we're not going to see a boss. Well, okay, I saw a glimpse of a boss.
A little bit. Something about dashing, actually, in order to dash is you need to press the direction that you want to go twice. You have to double tap the direction, or you can like double back in order to go the direction you want. And so in order to like platform and move very quickly, the directions, I forgot to get these, the directions that you press have to be really intentional sometimes.
So do you like specific purchases you have to make in this route? Because I see that you like stop to collect some hearts.
The hearts are used for sub-weapons, actually.
Oh, well, I'm just being forgetful then, actually.
We pick up the stopwatch later on, and it's not used until nearly the end of the run, too. Yeah! Okay, that was much better. Get your big bones ready, everyone.
Yeah, big bones in the chat. All right, big bone.
Big bone!
Big bone.
So for those bones, it's actually a 1 in 10 chance for the big bone to occur.
You got that first shot, the first one, didn't you?
It was really, I think it was the second or the third. Of course, I get, really good luck in a marathon setting instead of like PB attempts and things like that.
Oh boy, here come the level ups.
And who's looking at chat? I need to see that.
I see just big bones right now. Let me see if they put some level ups in there.
I'm gonna love watching this VOD back.
I'm not seeing any level ups yet. Where are they, chat? Why, oh, we're leveling up, aren't we?
They just got delay. It's okay.
There's there's a +1. Bone up, level up.
Yep. I think this time we'll actually watch the cutscene in the appropriate room instead of trying to go through the other one.
Instead of giving me a heart attack.
Now that y'all know the secret, I don't think it's as much fun this time.
Yeah, it's not fun to tell me that you almost just soft locked the game right after doing it.
So this is what it's supposed to look like. And the reason it saves time, it's actually not because you enter the next room. It's because the boss door for the following room, the following boss that you go to, will already be opened. And it's just kind of strange how that works out in a speedrun.
That is weird, actually. I actually thought it was going to be because of the location difference.
Strangely not, because Nathan still has to move to the X coordinate that the cutscene begins in order to start the cutscene itself. So he actually has to walk a little bit. I'm gonna actually get to the save point this time because I don't want to die again.
Marathon strats.
You know. We're back to zipping up to the machine tower.
Can never go through them the right way, can we?
I'm not very good at going through areas in the right direction. My mom always told me I was pretty precocious. Okay, can we beat the invincible slime? Actually, I'm gonna kill him.
Well, okay, you definitely beat him. What was that number?
Oh yeah. So a side effect of killing Dracula, you know, we leveled up a lot, right? And the reason we actually killed Dracula then, instead of, we could actually kill him right away at the very start of the run. But the reason we kill him later on is that it's a little bit faster. And the purpose behind that is to increase our HP and our defense. The strength isn't quite as important because the spells that I've been using, and for the majority of the run we'll be using, are fixed damage. And so the main purpose of killing Dracula as early as I did was to increase my defense so that I could just face take many more monsters.
So you're telling me that spell that one-shot Cerberus earlier was a set damage spell?
It was fixed, like it'll always do that much damage.
Okay, that's terrifying. Awesome.
It's based on, I say it's fixed, but like it's relative to the monster's defense. But like my strength, my character's strength doesn't affect it, rather.
Okay.
Back on running through, so the category is all bosses, and so far I haven't seen a single boss yet. And I think we're just gonna run around the castle a little more. I see some good views. Let's, I think there's a balcony somewhere here.
You're acting too casual about this. I'm not ready. Like, I saw some insane things in the practice room, and I don't know what you're about to do, but I'm terrified.
Oh no, this one's actually, this is the scenic route. There's a glitch I could do that I will showcase later on that would save about 5 seconds, but it's double frame perfect, and if you miss it, it's just not worth it.
I like that you don't mention what it does, just say it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Is it another one that crashed the game, or is it crash the game, or is it soft lock you?
Soft lock.
Yeah.
So the input to do the warp is actually kind of tricky because you have to press up at the end of it and the attack button. And you can accidentally throw your stopwatches, which would be really annoying if I did that. And now that I've said it, I'm jinxing it. But this is another example of like entering an area from the back entrance so that you can just get to the boss more quickly. Using that zip, I can bypass a block that I can't break just yet. But after defeating this boss, I can't, because I'll get the item. But
What boss? Oh, wait.
That one. The skeleton.
Wait, that one had even less health.
So this boss here is actually meant to be the second boss you fight. The one that I fought just prior to it was the third one in the order, and the one that I'm gonna fight next is like the third to the last. Yeah, the order doesn't matter for us because we're speedrunning.
You can apparently just go wherever you like.
Pretty much, yeah. You can beat Dracula right away. And now coming up is a really dangerous section. I'm actually going to try to focus a little bit. In your first playthrough, whoever has played this game, the first playthrough is probably many deaths were accrued in this section. We're going to kick it off by taking some damage. You know, we got to live life on the edge.
I have to take notes for later. I'm probably going to end up playing this game after seeing this.
Don't blink. Okay.
Oh.
So now we get to do another glitch. Remember the almighty skeleton and his big bones?
Yeah, big bone?
It turns out his bones are also made of glass. And it gives him the ability of flight.
I have so many questions. I have a feeling they're not going to get answered either.
I don't have enough time. I have to kill bosses.
I gotta go fast.
Let me kill this boss and I'll see if I can actually explain it. Something that you'll notice, though, although this is one of the later bosses, I've routed out this category, even from the beginning, to try to avoid using the skeleton as much as possible, not just because of the RNG, but there's also a really big risk involved. If you get hit, you die using the skeleton. You take 9,999 damage.
You just fall apart.
Yeah, 100%.
Yikes.
So Camilla here, she can have different patterns, 3 different attacks, and she gave me the worst of the 3. It's not too big of a deal. It's like a 5-second loss. Oh, there's another level.
Hey, level up in the chat.
Level up in the chat. Level in the chat.
Level up in the chat.
+1. That boss fight can be pretty dangerous. There's a lot to really focus on and to pay attention so that you don't get hit. The bubbles will fly around and things like that. Okay, I said I was going to explain the skeleton thing, but I can't because we got to go fast.
Oh boy.
Just know that if you throw a bone on the same frame that you land while going in a direction, you slide. And if you slide and it ends at the very end of a platform and you're still skeleton, you can just kind of fly.
Something like that happens.
And now it can actually fly for real. But the zip, I'm going to do a sequence of zips, and these ones are particularly hard because they vary in height, and they're about the mid-height of your jump. A lot of the zips are really easy to time because they're like right after your jump begins, or it's at the very apex of your jump. So let's see what I can do here. Oh, this is good. This is a double warp.
Nice.
A lot of these warps are either frame perfect or have a 2-frame window. That very first one that I did is a 2-frame window, and if I get the second frame, there's actually a loading zone directly where I end up, so that it just gives me a second warp right afterwards.
Wow. You know, I haven't said it before, but what is going on in this category? I've seen some very magical things happening.
Well, I think it's because we're a magician.
Touche.
Touche. Oh yeah, there's kind of a plot going on in the story too. That guy that got knocked out, his name is Hugh. We don't like him. He's jealous that we have the whip and he doesn't. And that's about as far as you need to know. And we're about to just destroy whatever killed him. Well, he's not dead yet. We'll make sure that changes pretty soon.
Well, I mean, it seems that way now.
Oh yeah, that guy's dead, but I mean Hugh. He's alive for now.
I'll throw a big bone at you.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
So, okay, that was too quick to tell what you just did, but...
Oh, I activated a switch which opens up an area. The boss, Camilla, which I fought prior to this one, normally you need to hit that switch before you can even enter her area to get to fight her. But because we know...
Because you have the magical ability to go through walls.
Because I'm a skeleton.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
I don't need to hit that switch. But there is one boss where I cannot get to unless I hit that switch. And part of that's because the ceiling is just slightly too thick. If it was a little bit thinner, we wouldn't have any problems.
It's almost like the game designers are trying to keep you from doing these things.
I know.
They couldn't have known. They couldn't have known.
No, there's no way, right?
Could you imagine what nightmare a beta tester would have trying to explain what he did what he did to a developer if he managed to do a zip?
Like, I don't know what happened. He turned into a skeleton and now he's on the ceiling, dude.
I suddenly was in a wall and everything went green.
This following section is also pretty dangerous, but I think you understand what's coming next, right?
I hope I'm wrong.
It's gonna look. It's okay right now. I'm gonna showcase the stopwatch for the first time in this area, though. Not in this room, because I don't need to. There's a lot of really tricky patterns, and some of them are luck dependent, and I got a pretty good one there. And this one is nightmare without the stopwatch. There's a lot of monsters here, and they want you dead. But with the stopwatch, I can just freeze them in place and just run through and not have much of a problem.
Just casually stop time.
Yeah. Can't you do that?
I don't have a stopwatch.
Okay, maybe you should pick one up.
Maybe I shouldn't have given that one I had out as a present.
You think there's one at the gift shop?
Maybe. I'll have to check on the way out.
Dragon Zombies.
Oh, I just summoned the giant nightmare chicken. What's happening?
I haven't heard that one before. Dragon Zombies are dead.
Hey, plus
But-
one.
Plus one. They can really just slow your run down a bit. They can really do some really strange patterns. Optimistically, I would have liked to kill them both with that Nightmare Chicken, but they move around in really erratic patterns that it's very unlikely that you will.
I like that you're calling it that now.
I really like it. I gotta say. Its name is Cockatrice, but I like Nightmare Chicken a lot more. You heard it here first, y'all.
Yeah, only some nightmare chickens. They'll come through for you in the end.
Every time. So remember that Hugh guy?
Yeah, what about him?
We're gonna pay him a visit.
Already?
Well, I mean, I gotta, pretend I'm not dying,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and then climb a tower or two. All right. So I hit a save point, which usually means I'm about to die, or get close to dying. So there's one hit.
Looking good so far.
Yeah, I look pretty healthy, right? Oh yeah, that's another zip, by the way.
Is that Simon Says in the back? You know what? Never mind. What is that?
It's Legion. It's evil, and it curses you. All right, remember all this health? Or just look at my health bar real quick.
Okay.
Okay. And hold your breath. No, keep holding. I'll let you know when to exhale. No, not yet. Okay, you can get like 2 breaths in, like right now. Okay, now you gotta hold your breath again. Oh, bad pattern. No big deal. Oh, that was another bad one. No big deal. All right. I need some time to focus. You might still want to hold your breath. I'm just going to be a little silent for now. This part is very hard. That's the first part. Yes!
Big Mo.
Big mode!
Did that to terrify me, didn't you?
Oh, that's the most dangerous fight in the game, by far. Hugh is very manipulatable. He will always walk towards you and try to swing at you. And in order to get 2 bone throws in like that, you have to walk between 2 and 3 frames forward. 1 frame forward, you die. 4 frames forward, and you miss. It's a balancing act. I think
Wow.
I think Thanos would be proud.
Perfectly balanced as this should be. Yeah, I'm not going to go over those flying head behemoths. They're terrifying me.
They're much cuter up close. You might want to look.
I'm good.
Coming
good.
up. Sorry, you can go ahead.
No, it's just we're back to things that aren't eating your health bar.
Oh yeah, this next section actually isn't all that dangerous. Question mark quotations.
What you mean?
This part's actually very puzzle oriented. This is one of my favorite parts of the game actually because of the music. I really love the remix from Super Castlevania 4. But yeah, in general, this part isn't too dangerous. If there's some donations, feel free to read them out at this point. Oh, hello. If not, I can monologue.
I mean, I've got plenty more questions. If
Oh, by all means.
yeah. So first off, is that moth?
The what?
Is that a moth?
That's a moth, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just making sure. Aside from that, so what is the current goal? We're back in an earlier area, right? Or is this okay?
Huh? What? Wait, what's your question?
I'm like making sure where we are in this castle right now.
Oh, we're like somewhere in the basement.
Oh, okay, I get it.
The boss that I'm going to go fight, we're actually going to go fight Death, and this boss normally gives you the cleansing tag, which allows you to go through the waterway. You know where Camilla was when I did that bone thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the waterway, and it's got like poisoned water or bloody water, and it does damage to you over time. I actually almost died when I landed in it after the floating. Just don't tell anyone, okay?
You're telling me that now?
Yeah, I almost died again, but I didn't because I'm cool. The boss in this area gives you the ability to cleanse that water and it not be a problem for Nathan anymore. But yeah, you know.
I like how this run has been you retroactively terrifying me. It's like you never tell me how terrifying something is until after.
That's my job. This boss fight's really unique, actually. I could use the death chicken, but it's kind of hard to line up. I will use him later. But instead, we'll just use our whip.
Aw, I was getting ready to say the Nightmare Chicken returns, but
You'll see him again. Don't worry.
I'm looking forward to it.
I need to move him over here. Okay. There are two phases to this boss fight as well. The second one is actually, well, there's a reason it's called the Nightmare Chicken, isn't it?
Oh, there it is. The Nightmare Chicken returns. Okay, wait. Actually, what is that? You know what? I'm not even going to ask. I'm just glad that it's gone.
That was Death.
Well, that's an interesting portrayal of Death.
He looks
So-
pretty dead to me.
Why did it become a black hole?
He's dead, dude.
So if Death dies, it becomes a black hole?
I don't know. He's dead.
Well, I'll figure that one out later, once I figure out the rest of what's going on.
That's okay.
I'll put that on the bottom of the list.
The bottom of the list. What's the priority so far?
Understanding how Big Bone does so much damage.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm actually headed off to the final boss.
What, now?
Yeah, I'm sorry we have to part so soon, but this final boss has a lot of luck involved, so I hope we get something good. I'm going to need the chat's full attention here. I need all the big bones. I need all the spam. Just do your worst. I need every little bit of it.
Can we get some Big Bones in the chat?
I am so upset.
I see some Big
Come
Bones
on, let's
in the
go.
chat. Come on, let's do this. I guess he's just using Meteo. All right.
That's one of 3 attacks, similar to Camilla. I would prefer lasers, but it's not a big deal. All right, big bones.
Big
Yeah.
Bone!
Big Bone!
Oh!
Big Bone!
Come on.
3, 2, 1. I tried.
Oh.
3.
Oh,
Big Bone!
Oh, I didn't hit.
I need 2 more for this phase.
Big Bone!
Big Bone!
From here, I'm going to be switching cards before the bone comes out, and that's to neutralize the element of the bone, and that will allow it to do twice the damage. Because both the bones and Dracula are dark type, they resist. Dracula resists the bones normally.
Large femur, bigger bone. Come on, guys. Big
Come on.
bone.
I believe
Only
in the
big
bone.
Meat on the bone.
Big
For all you
bone.
Danganronpa fans.
Get the meat on the bone.
Menu manipulation is insane.
Thank you. So that's one cycle. Lasers? No, meteors. We're back to Final Fantasy V. There's not a whole lot you can do in this one. You can memorize the patterns, but they're really bad.
I mean, you told me earlier this is 1 in 5. Come, or 1 in 10, sorry.
Yeah,
Where's the big bone?
For each bone, it's 1 in 10. Oh wait, I can't throw another. So I'll try another cycle, and then I'll do other strats if I don't get a big bone.
Big bone!
The chat are raising their bones, man.
I'm so proud of y'all.
Let's go, chat. Come on, big bone, big bone.
Big bone! Come on!
Here, let's throw a couple.
Come on. Come on.
Okay, big
Come
bone.
on.
No, not this one. Next one.
Big bones
Come
only.
on, throw us a bone. Let's go.
Come on.
Man, the luck right now.
Come on. Come on.
This is like teasing the final boss.
Yeah, seriously. What's up with that?
Like, you've been sitting here weekly beating him to death with bones.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I kind of messed up.
Oh.
Just a little bit.
Whoops.
It's fine.
That's okay. We'll just get better RNG this time around.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, don't worry, I
manipulating
believe
the
in that.
RNG is what we're doing.
Yeah, no big deal. I still got 8 minutes.
No big deal and no big bone so far.
Don't say that.
But that'll change.
Don't change.
Yeah, don't jinx it. Don't worry. He'll get plenty of big bone. It's coming up.
Fortunately, I actually have a save point for the final boss. Unlike the second boss.
Hey, thinking ahead.
You know?
At least some.
I'm thinking with my bones, man. All right. I need them bones. I need them bones. More
Them
now than
bones.
ever.
Big bone!
Come on, come on.
That's a good
I love
pattern.
how there was suspense on that one.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on, buddy.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
14.
Okay, this is getting ridiculous. 15, 16, 17, 18,
18, 19, 20.
Okay, come on. We've got 20 bones of that big bone. 21, 22, 3, 24.
Meteors are coming next, so I can get 2 bones in.
The game just doesn't want us to have big bone. 25, 26.
Oh my god.
Come on.
What the? Oh, man.
Somebody do the math on this afterwards. 27, 28, 29.
We're getting boned by the game.
The game's giving us the big bone.
Yeah.
30, 31, 32.
32.
There we go.
Big bone!
33, 34, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I lost count. I'm actually pretty sure I'm more
Big
too.
bone!
Big bone! We're like 43, right? I was to say 43.
Even the crowd at the other stage were like, ah.
Oh, man.
5. Come on, lend us your energy. We need big bone.
Everyone in the Rocket League, we need the big bones.
Can we have everyone at the Rocket League stage yell big bone?
8, 9.
Big
Hey,
bone!
big bone!
Yay!
Exactly 50 later. That's big bone.
Excellent.
I'm pretty sure the FGC right across from us can give us some help with that.
Lend us your big bone energy.
Come on,
We
melee
need it.
players.
We need all the big bone energy right now.
All right, I'm not going to make the same mistake this time.
I'm still counting, by the way. We're at 54.
Oh, what the? The menu boss is hard.
It's probably the hardest boss in the game at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I believe.
I'm just going to wait.
Yeah, he looks like he's not being too kind with that.
How would you feel if a skeleton just walked up and is like throwing bones
He was
at
just
you?
hurling bones at you. Like you're like the demon of a nightmare dimension. You just have a skeleton casually throwing bones at you.
No big deal.
No big deal. MBD.
It's just a normal day.
Huh.
Come on. Give me a
The
bone.
Lord of Nightmares and just one skeleton throwing bones.
I'm disappointed in the RNG gods right now.
64 small bones later.
Come on, let's go.
Big bone. Ah. Big bone.
Let's go. Ah.
3, 2, 1. No, not that one. That one.
Big bone. Oh. Big bone.
1 in 10, guys.
Come
1 in
on,
10.
yeah, 1 in 10. I feel like you lied and it was 1 in 100 or something.
I hear someone.
I hear big bones.
I hear the chants.
We need to hear more big bones.
I appreciate these chants. They're really helping. Keep it up. Keep it up.
We will have our big bone. Damn it.
Where are the big bones at?
Come on, big bone.
Big bone.
Big bone.
Big bone.
I can hear the chants of like a child or something in the background. Just big bone.
All right, I know what to do now.
I love it.
I have to sadly switch strategies for a moment.
Everyone went wild because you're switching strats, and they're like, no.
We're all devastated.
I'm devastated too.
Summon your Zapdos and be on with your day.
Correct.
First, it was the Nightmare Chicken. Next, it was the Zapdos.
I will donate $10 for another attempt at Big Bone.
Oh, okay. That's all it took? Sure.
Yeah. I'll donate $10 for now, and then, we'll see how it goes.
I think I was up to 76 non-big bone. That's 77 now. Okay. If we hit 100, I'm gonna donate like at least $10.
I think I will too.
78. Okay.
Yeah, the big bones want us to get more donations. I think that's it.
I'll donate $1 for every 10 non-big bones.
What
at
was
this
that?
point.
What?
What?
This never happened before. Okay, so starting from this attempt.
Hey, guys,
Tell you
where's the "this never happened before" jar? Because no, I'm kidding.
Wait,
Tell you what,
I've got the strat. Hang on.
All right.
We got to reset
Oh, no,
the RNG.
no, you need to reset.
Yeah,
you
gotta
need the
reset the
dogos.
Yeah.
You need the dogos.
The Dogo.
The dogo intro from the GameCube.
Yeah.
The chat is still going wild with big bones.
They still are.
I'm seeing a reset, and the game is cheating.
The game is cheating.
The game is cheating. It truly is.
The game cheated. It not only cheated, but it cheated itself. Therefore, it kicked
Seriously.
out
Don't cheat yourself. You know what? You just cheated yourself.
You know what? Treat yourself.
Okay, chat, remind me, was I up to 78 or was I up to 79? I'm always one off on something.
Man, Darren gets all
Let's make
the
it
luck.
an even 80. I'm donating $1 for every 10 big bone.
All right, I'll match you on
Oh,
that.
10
Yeah,
bones.
I'm down for that.
All right, let's do it.
I'll keep count from here.
We're the big bone trifecta. Let's do it, boys.
Where are the big bones at?
I need one. Right here. Oh, lasers. This is good. Big
Big
bone!
bone!
Big bone!
Big bone!
Big bone!
Big bone! To 9. Right, now we're up to 9. 10. Come on, we had some really strong big bone going on. Let's start here.
It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes the boning's got to stop. I mean, just got to happen.
You gotta pace yourself.
Exactly.
Space out the big bones.
Some meteors.
But do they know about the big bone though?
Do they?
Show them the big
And
bone.
no,
Oh,
not
come
this
on.
one.
Okay. Come on. Big bone?
Big bone? Oh no.
No big bone? Aww.
Little bone?
Big bone.
Big bone.
Big bone's
Little
only.
bone.
Big bone.
Little bone.
Is someone keeping count?
I'm still keeping count here. I'm counting on my fingers.
Oh, okay.
These are much easier because I'm not
Got a
doing.
slow poke on the couch. Like that was Dee. Thanks, Dee.
We're going over estimate for a good cause, guys. It's all good.
It's all for a
We're
good
going
cause.
over estimate for big bone and,
Big
and
bone.
nothing less.
I think,
Nothing less.
I think everyone is okay with that.
So we're up to $10 in mini bones.
Oh boy,
You agreed to this too.
I did.
Okay.
Do you need to land the double damage ones?
I could do different strategies. I just messed up the other ones. Like when he turned into the bats last time, it should have been a sure kill. But I did some really... See, I was so good that I was bad, right?
You did your strats too well.
See, the thing is, as Skeleton, I switched cards, right? That normally deactivates your spell. But as Skeleton, if you attack or jump frame perfect, then it doesn't change you out of Skeleton.
So you were walking Skeleton because you may have frame perfect input.
Yeah, I was frame perfect 3 times.
Why do you keep doing these to yourself?
Come on, come on, come on.
To
All right.
31.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
I've been giving my wallet up to RNG today, and
Oh,
I'm not sure
man.
how I feel about it. Earlier when I said I was going to donate for each misfire, I had never had that many misfires in a run.
Are you really?
Yeah, I've only ever had 3 total in a run.
Wow. I have to change strats. I'm sorry.
Summon the Zapdos.
It's all good, man.
Get it over with.
I mean, we got a Slowpoke on a couch, so it's only fitting we're using Zapdos.
It's only fitting.
So we're up to 114 bones. I mean, you could almost make another skeleton. At least... I think actually you're like a quarter of the way there, but still, the idea is there.
I think we're making good headway, yeah.
More Zapudosu.
Oh gosh, I'm so scared. Hang on. I messed that up. I'm just gonna wait. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Just show him.
Dracula is just like, come on, man, just give me a hug. Quick hug.
Oh, I don't like that.
Look me in the eye when I'm talking to you.
You're gonna smile when you see the Lord of all evil.
Which one?
Well, whichever one you're about to throw a big bone at.
Oh,
Big
yeah,
bone.
I forgot about the big bone. Hang on.
Yeah, big bone only. Wait, no, please don't. You're scared.
Yeah, big bone!
Big bone! Whoa!
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, no problem.
Time should be coming up pretty soon, assuming I don't get stupid
No!
RNG.
Woo!
Woo!
Oh, God.
Yikes.
My heart. Don't do that again.
It was all for the bone.
Oh, man.
I can't handle this run.
This run is too much, man. Whew.
Time comes up when Dracula reappears as a big guy. Time.
Yeah! All
man.
hail the Bone Lord.
All hail the bone lord.
Lord. Someone flip that bone. I see that in the chat.
Someone flip that last big bone.
Please do. Someone
my
clip that.
Please, someone.
That was
Anyone.
that was the bone of champions, I have to say.
That was. I reminded you about Big Bone, and immediately you got one.
Seriously, that was
So that's $11 from each of us.
the
That was
speaker of
like
bones.
100 and something.
That was 114 bones.
Oh my
So
god.
let's make it 120, so 12 bucks
120.
each.
12 bucks each.
All right.
Okay.
I counted specifically no big bones.
Okay.
I did not count big bones.
I'm
so
putting my $12 towards kill the animals. I don't know about y'all.
I'm game for that.
I'll save them.
No, get
Oh,
out of here.
wow. Okay. Oh, wait.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Sorry. I misread Kill the Animals as having a $5,000 lead. It's fine. It's
Kill
$5
them.
lead. You know.
Kill them. Kill.
What is the crowd think? Kill the
All right,
Animals?
everyone. So everyone in chat, if you're down for that, we got 120 bones, and that was like $1 for every 10 bones. So everyone in chat that wants to pitch in, $12 donation, and just put on Big Bone in caps in the donation, and I will read every single one of them.
Let's do it.
All
every
right.
single one of them.
Start the Big Bone train.
The big bone.
The Big
train.
Bone train.
But yeah, that's
Oh, man.
Castlevania Circle of the Moon. Thanks so much for having me. If any of y'all were interested in speedrunning this game or just want to see more runs of it, check out speedrun.com/ccotm. You can also find a link to the Discord there. We're all really big, happy, helping family. We love having new people. Love just sharing love, man.
And I just want to give a shout out to my pal Crack Attack, who showed me this run for the first time ever. Oh man, you know crack, right? You know crack attack.
I know crack, yeah.
Oh man, you can imagine the kind of vocabulary that he would use while doing this.
Oh, yeah.
So
Try to
big
keep
shout
it as
out.
good as possible.
Don't you ever forget, guys. Big Bone.
Big Bone! Woo! All right. Well, coming up next is Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse, Sypha's second quest on the NES with Pianotorius. Once again, Garnitrex, thank you so much for this run. The speaker, you too, man. Great commentary all around.
That's good
Seriously.
being on.
It's a lot of fun.
That's one for the books. So we'll go to a quick transition, get ready for the next run, and we'll be right back.
All right.
All right, one last time. Big Bone!
Big Bone!